Alright guys, happy whatever day it is you're watching, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, doesn't matter. I'm over here in Buena Park, hometown, and it's Sunday. The day looks like it's winding down because of the daylight savings, but it's only 4:09. And there goes my boy Dorian. Had a little free time, Yes, sir. Dude. Bro, I'm not about to be some influencer and do a breakdown on your bike, bro. I want to see you first, dude. Like, it's been a while since the event, right? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Dude, it's the best, bro. Like, and I see you're happy right now, because...
I'm so stoked.
So last time you... Where were you going when the drums cut itself apart?
Was this...
Like, what was the distance?
It was the Wednesday after Born Free.
Yeah.
It was Born Free post party.
Oh.
Something like that. At Cook's Corner.
Yeah.
And I'm going over to Gage's house, and my bike just goes into neutral. I'm like, what the?
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Like, give it some gas. I'm like, oh, maybe it fell into neutral. So I like put it in gear, and it's just like in neutral. It's like, and then my chain is like slightly spinning. I'm like, what? Oh. And it cut out the whole. Something was rubbing on the drum, and something cut out.
Yeah, so you're just
in here, yeah.
Spinning disc, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah. I took a video of it, but I had to do a walk of shame across the street.
And how far were you from like home base?
From Gage's house, it was like about quarter mile.
Oh, quarter mile. Okay.
Yeah, not that bad.
So and I saw you took this to Cook's Corner yesterday, bro. That's a real victory lap.
I took it to Cook's Corner, and then my buddy Cohen met up with me.
Yeah.
At the Orange Circle. We took it to Cook's Corner, then we took it back the way we came from to the 55.
Oh wow.
I took it on PCH. Dude, I was taking this thing everywhere yesterday, and it
dipping and dripping, bro.
Dude, it's marks your territory. You know, that's what happens. I just split the cases and
no, it's intricate. Like, honestly, bro, like, I'll be real, as much as like I'm not into the whole like feature, you know, all that YouTube video stuff, like today we're gonna hang out, but I think I would love to actually do a sit down and walk through and talk of this, because I'm sure you have a lot that went into it. Like, we'll do it at some point. Obviously today we just wanted to catch up because we both had, I'm sure, busy weeks. I wanted to talk to you about the turkey ride, bro.
The turkey ride?
Yeah.
What day is it?
Yeah, so it's November 22nd. I want to rehear this. Fudge, I dropped the camera obviously because I'm not trying to just have it waving in your face, but you did bring up a point. You said, like, coming out of high school, you said you were coming to a point where you're like, okay, like, I'm entering the working world of adults. Right. You said instead of thinking of what you wanted to be, you started thinking about what you didn't want to be. And what were those things that you were listening again?
I didn't want to be those people that go to work and then they go home and then maybe they'll treat themselves out to dinner, like maybe on a Wednesday. You know? The thing is that I saw people's lives become repetitive and repetitive and repetitive and repetitive. And there's nothing against that, because if that's what makes somebody happy, that's what makes them happy. The thing is, it's like I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to do things that I can, you know. I mean, sometimes I nap, but it makes me uncomfortable sometimes, you know. Sometimes I need to do it.
No, of course.
Because I'm sleep deprived, but that's why, like,
listen to your body, you know?
Yeah, listen to the body for sure, because then, I mean, I only have one.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I love this, because I would go home from work, I'm like, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna play video games. I'm like, I can't do that. This needs to be worked on. There's a band that needs to be worked on. There's a friend I haven't seen in a while that asked me to hang out, you know, like.
Dude, okay, I'm gonna be real. That was a super interesting perspective for you to say coming out of high school. Instead of thinking what you wanted to be, you're like, what don't I want to be?
Because I didn't know what I wanted to be, you know what I mean?
There's people today, grown adults, that still don't know. They'll tell you what they do for a living, they'll tell you how they pay their bills, but they can't tell you who they are.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's like,
damn.
Because when I got out, so my parents were like, okay, well, here's the thing you should do. Get a degree, that's a safety net. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
So what do I want to do? I like computers, so boom, computer programming, that's what I go to school for.
Good.
I'm doing it. I'm all right. I don't want to do this, so I'm like, okay. Maybe I like more hardware, so I went into computer engineering, and then this isn't this, and I changed to mechanical engineering. I'm like, man, if I have to wake up and do math, I'm gonna myself, you know what I mean? Like,
that's the thing about math too. As much, like, I love math for the concept that like it's all true, it's all fact.
It's all
that will never change. Yeah, it's linear. It will never change.
Exactly.
And that's okay for, like, you know, certain things in life and applications, but when you wake up and you're about to do that thing you're gonna do, sometimes it's nice when it changes, and math never changes.
Exactly. But the thing is, so then after that, I'm like, man, this isn't it. And then, you know, some things in my life happened, and then I decided, like, dude, I want to go in the fire. I want to be a firefighter so bad. I cannot see myself doing anything else in life.
Yeah.
Like, this is my goal, and that's what I'm going to push myself to do. And I'm not happy with where I'm at, but in my progression for a 22-year-old, I feel like I'm doing all right.
Dude, for 22 years old, you got your head on straight, bro. It took me forever to get where I am, and I still see peers of mine, like whether they're in my age range, younger or older, that still don't have it on right. So at the very least, what I could tell you is you're in the right direction, like, because that's mainly what it is. A lot of people lose direction because you brought up that you didn't want to stay home and just play video games. That was an easy answer. You're like, I'm going to work on this, or reach out to my friend's band. Maybe they need this work done and stuff. And it's interesting you bring that up, bro. Like, obviously we're gonna sit and talk, but like, one of the things I noticed, video games and the advance of technology, it's fun and everything, but imagine this, before video games and like the Atari, advanced to the Nintendo, to this, these kids not leaving their rooms are just living these entire fantasy worlds just in their rooms. And the leaves are still, you know, they're changing colors outside, they don't even know that. And I have nothing against video games. I know people have careers off of them. It's a good little escape. But that's a very big point for you to bring up. At what point do you step away from that and think, damn, like, you know, I need to actively be the actual character in my own life game than just jump on a controller?
Exactly. Well, the thing is just like, sometimes it's like people do work a lot, and a video game is like, dude, I could just drive this tank on Battlefield and I don't have to go, you know, do all this physical activity at SC Village in Chino because, you know, I got my physical activity at work. I'm tired. My body the thing is that there's a lot of good things. There's some things people do that I agree with or don't agree with. Everything is good in moderation. You know what I mean? Because even too much of something good could harm you. You know what I mean? Everything in life needs balance. If I've just devoted my life to bikes, and even if I'm the best fucking bike builder in the world, that is not good. You know what I mean? Because there's not that balance in life. Because what's life when there's no family, there's no friends, there's no that community we talked about? You get what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's interesting that you bring that up too. This is why, dude, I'm telling you, I love all my homies, but there's a specific reason why I love hanging out with you, because your thought process, you know, it kickstarts mine to view things differently. Because what you had brought up is that you could be the best bike builder, and that's just one example. You could put all your chips in one basket, or eggs, whatever you want to say, and focus on that and be the best. But you don't want to, you know, fall short anywhere else, like family, friends, yourself, right? But here's the thing. The reason why people fall into that, I'll use bikes as an example. A lot of the people that you see are the best bike builders online, or the best, you know, camping vintage chopper guys online. Like, we all see the highlights. So everyone's sitting at home who's impressionable, the people that you talk about who work a lot and run to their phones or computers for an escape, they see that and they're like, ooh, that's up next. It's like, no. That's all they're showing you. We don't know who they are as a individual, as a family man, as a partner.
And the thing is, there's some that, you know, there's some that I've met that are like, okay, all right, nothing. They're doing their own thing. But then there's other people, there's other bike builders I met that are fantastic people, you know, because they have that balance, or they may not, but because no one's perfect, you know. I have my vices, I have my flaws. I have a lot of flaws, you know. It's a mix of human, but you know, a lot. I don't want to rag on my bike. We're ragging on bike builders, but there's a lot of people. The thing is that at the end of the day, they did put in a lot of hard work to get there. Whether it be they learned a skill, they learned a lot of skills. They learned how to paint, they learned how to build motors, whatever, or they learned how to network to get people to paint their stuff, like me. You know, shout out Greg Spellman.
Greg, you know? Dude, Greg got crazy with it.
Great job.
But that's the thing. It's like, you don't gather up these connections to put yourself up and be like, look at the final product, and then shove everything behind you. You want to bring those people with you, you know. And that's where I stand with what I do, because honestly, if I didn't have the channel, I'd still be running around doing this and hanging out with you. But who's putting that online? Nobody, bro. They just want to show you the click they're with, what they're doing that you're not. Versus me, I want to remind people, bro, we don't have much. I'm a father, I'm a partner, I'm a friend, I'm a son, I'm all those things. And I'm not a biker, I'm just me. And I want people to be like, damn, if I'm able to do all this with what little I have. So there's a lot of people sitting back who have a lot more, and they forget that because they're too busy getting distracted by what's on their phones and their news feeds, because that's all people show you these days, their highlight reels.
Exactly. Well, that's always been the problem with social media, right? It's that that split second, that one frame, to show that
Yeah.
they're in Cabo or, you know, we're on vacation, or that they got this promotion or whatever. And sometimes, you know, like it could be permanent, more permanent, like a promotion, or it could be instant, like, you know, a good time, a smile in Cabo, and then you hate the partner you're with. You know, there's
dude. Yeah, you're touching on some stuff, brother. You know what? And that's what I want to remind people when we hang out, and I try to bring the camera to bring these conversations up. Is that, bro? Like, are these cool? Hell yeah, dude. Like, I think it's sick to keep these on the road and alive.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's where people fall short. They see these, they click like, and it's on to the next. I'm like, brother, there's humans behind this, and you need to find out who's behind each one, because you might be supporting some brand or builder, but you don't know how they treat their wife, you don't know how they treat their kids, you don't know their relationships with anything like that.
Right.
Not that it's our business, but now consider if they don't want it to be your business, why is that?
That's true, but
I respect privacy. I do.
I do respect. I do respect privacy, and at the end of the day, you got to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. But my mom always taught me, everything done in darkness is gonna come to light. You know what I mean?
Fudge, bro.
So at the end of the day, it's like it's not our job. You know, I'm a Christian. It's not our job to judge people.
You're right.
You know, I believe it's the Lord's. You know, that's what I believe in. So therefore, like, no one's gonna be perfect. The thing is that there's gonna be people that do fuck up and do shitty things, but who's to say I haven't done shitty things? You know what I mean?
That's right.
Like,
yeah.
Whether you can't like validate yourself. You know what I mean?
No, I get that, dude, and that's why with what we do on this stuff, like, honestly, I'll be real, bro. Your bike is hard, it's sick, you got style. I like seeing you live as wild and free as you are, obviously, without, you know, with a family yet. And, you know, that's where I wish I was, but the thing is, I didn't have direction at some point. But you've already got a pretty solid compass on you to where, like, whatever you do and however you go with your music and your bikes and anything you do, your compass is right on point, brother. Because, like,
and I appreciate that.
I know that there are people that are like, brother, I've never seen this before. Well, we'll talk about it when we get there. We'll cruise before we lose daylight, but let's get that kick, brother. We always joke at the Iron Head. Oh, yeah, one kick, brother.
Iron headache.
Iron headache, let's see
That's
it.
what I call it.
Well,
and then, dude, check out this thing. I fucking love this.
How'd you get that going?
Dude, Hog Supply or something like that? I don't know, one of those.
That's hard.
You think this would be chilling right here?
Yeah, just snap all of them on. And
I don't care, I don't want to lose this.
bro, yeah, man.
This thing ain't speed racing, so.
No, we're cruising today. Man, I like these two styles. Oh, okay, you got some light. Is the other one not? Oh, yeah.
No, it's not even connected, dude. I plugged it in, turned it on, and it fucking like exploded.
Hell yeah. That is tight. Yeah. No, you're good. Take your time, bro. I think it's just neat because you did a lot of work to this thing, bro. Oh man. You spicy or what? I heard that Iron Heads be kicking. Oh, brother. Hell yeah. Yeah, guys, the camera cut off a little earlier when we were chatting. Kind of went on a bit. I don't know exactly what we left out, but we got a lot more going on. Shout out to homie Dorian, such good people, man. We out here, cruise with us right now. ticket at Roscoe's. You've been here for a Taking Back Wednesday one time. Let's show you around. You know what? That's crazy. So I saw the...
What you got?
Divorced her, bro.
You got Iron Head?
Hey, but check it out, bro. Split cases so you can run a shovel rear trans. This fool went...
Oh, you got the ratchet top?
Right?
Brother. I'll focus you got brother. Thank you.
Bro, one of the downest fools ever, dog. Representing, dog.
That's beautiful, dude.
Thank you. I like the flame.
That bike?
I love the flame.
Thank you.
Bro, that bike and him through hell and back, bro. Still smiling.
Bro, I crashed it, rebuilt it, around with it. This is a piece of shit. I love it.
Hey, honestly, I just want to tell you right now, I commend you for your lifestyle change, bro.
Yeah,
dude, it's a big difference, dog. I'm really proud of you.
I'm the same piece of shit.
Nah, but look at you, bro. I'm just proud of like you locking in and doing your thing and not letting stuff like that bring you down. Cause some people tip their bike over and they get all sad, bro.
You know what you call them, bitch. I already commented on how retarded it looks just parked there. Yeah, don't go yet. I mean, it's just like... Nah, I like that shit though. It was nice. I like it. I just see people like they're coming down, they're just stopping like, wait, what?
Oh,
and it's just like,
wait, what?
I'm annoyed for them. Like, cause I see people trying to come out and they stopping like, wait, bro, let me move around this bike. And it's just like, of all the places.
Oh, okay.
A parking lot?
Yeah, no, we'll park against the wall.
Yeah, like the police don't like it, but it's better than the
the front, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll move over there.
No, y'all's cool right there. Y'all ain't in front of the exit. Motherfuckers ain't gotta go around and go bike to.
Oh,
yeah, you see?
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. He's just saying it's right by the eggs. I didn't. Yeah, I don't think he caught that, bro. Yeah. We got you, brother.
Hey, you want me to move this? I can't. No, y'all.
Yeah, tell me anything I need to move. We'll do it, man. Yeah.
Honestly, though.
Yeah. Tell me, brother.
You could actually. Smart idea. Boom.
Okay. We just didn't want to block this guy. Yeah.
Oh, the only reason I put there is because this guy can't get out.
You can go right here.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Cool, man.
At least y'all have respect. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's.
No.
Yeah. Wait, what? That's my bike. That one's yours? Yeah. No, it's not. That's my bike. No, it's not. Swear to God. Yeah. Word. My bike. Bro, you know how many? Bro, you got complaints? I'll go. Respect.
Hey, but honestly, I appreciate you for keeping it real. But like, there's a lot of other ways you could have approached it.
No, that's why I didn't approach it though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't approach it.
Nah,
but honestly, the fact that you are
both ends on both ends.
I will be blunt. I'll be honest because to be fair, that is a dickhead move. I'm a dickhead. But I ain't gonna. I did look around and normally I was like, yo, you know, can you do it? But it's just like,
yeah.
Once again, I saw so many people have to. Once again, I get frustrated for other people because it's just like I gotta see the I gotta deal with the emotion. So it's just like when three niggas come to me like, oh, why is this bike? Nah, because there was bicycles there, so I couldn't.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie though. If anything, you know what I tell people? The other side of the domino shit. Like why the car? Like on the other side of the game. Yeah. It says towing. And honestly, if any of that happens, because literally, I'll be like, I told them to park there. They are a customer of us. Y'all give us discounts. We work with y'all. We work with the work.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Half the time, niggas, they go over there and get pizza anyway and try to sneak it in. So it's like, yo.
Oh, okay. No, cool.
Huh? You can't bring in pizza? If I don't see it.
Bro, hey, honestly, yeah, mad respect.
Hey, if you don't know about it, it didn't happen.
Nah.
Look. Hey. Yeah, you didn't know that was my bike.
Yeah.
What I do with my hand when I turn around, you don't know.
Yeah.
I did nothing.
Yeah. What was your name, brother?
Deshaun.
Deshaun?
Yes, sir.
Very nice to meet you, brother. Hey, you were raised right, man. You're
If my bike was there, that kid would have ran into it.
Ah.
Look, you would have had to whoop that nigga.
No, man. Hey.
Hey, get your dumbass over. Look, she hey.
Yeah. She would have smacked right into.
Grab that nigga by his neck.
Nah, for sure, man.
Hey, nah. Let him be. On that one. Hey, you trying to get the hose. Let him go. He said, I'm built for the streets. Let me be out there.
I can't be contained.
The bitch over there, mom. You see the trapper's calling me, man. I gotta make that money. Nice seeing you, bro.
Dude, same, man. Honestly, bro. Keep it up, dog. Hype for you, dog.
Nice seeing you, brother.
Hey, I love your face. I love how low.
Nice to
meet you.
Deshaun, brother. Seriously, man. Hey, we need more people like you, man. Hey.
down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If anything, now that he's over there.
Bro, hey, that's bro, keep spreading the love, brother. Seriously, no, I'm telling you.
I got to.
Hell yeah, bro. That's all we can do. That's all we can do.
It's been a second though. How you doing? Yeah. That's crazy. You look familiar.
That's crazy.
Dude, yeah.
We appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. You want to sit outside?
Yo, dude, whatever you want, dog. Yeah. Dude, that was so real.
Right.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's why I like... Dude, I'm not over here looking for content, brother. I'm leaving the house. I just want to document it as it's happening, bro. Let's see. That's fine.
I gotta head around. I gotta head out in about like 20 minutes.
No, I gotta leave soon too, but like, we were talking about a million things, but now that we landed back on something that we're comfortable with, again, to your point, we're talking about change.
Right.
Generally, in the world, in friend groups, in life, and everything. But what was the thing that you were saying about what's important with the community, or saying like why people are a certain way, but they won't?
Well, there's a lot of,
because this can be taken into any context.
Yeah,
okay.
It's very important to have community, and for it to have community, you have to accept people for what they are. Sometimes you have to accept people that they're going to have a different idea than you or look a certain way. But the thing is that people like the idea of community, but they don't follow through with it. They give up on it because it has discomfort. There's never going to be comfort in community. Like it's like a relationship with a girl. You're gonna have that honeymoon phase for the first 3 months, and then like a lot of dudes give up after that, like, or girls, they give up too, because it gets uncomfortable. Like, you're having a relationship with your fellow man to do better and grow. Like, going back to the bike stuff, without the community I have, my bike, I'm happy with it. Not a lot of people are gonna agree with it, but I think it's a sick bike. Greg painted it. Kev did the seat. Eric and Gage helped me do the pipes, helped me do the wirings, helped me do a lot of things. And they motivated me to be a better mechanic and be a better builder and whatnot. And they tried to show me the right way. Sometimes I made stupid decisions like buying an iron head.
Yeah, okay, I felt that. That was real.
He told me, he's like, Gage was like, do not buy an iron head. And then I'm there at, what's it called? What's that one? Chopper Fest. And I'm like on FaceTime, I was like, is this a good one? It has a kickstart. And he's like, don't buy it. And I was like, but it's $1,000. But like, I mean, I probably could have figured out how to do the seat. Wouldn't look this good. I probably could have figured out how to do the paint. Would look like shit and a half. Like,
yeah. And I get it. There are a lot of people that are proud to slap these things together and say, oh, I did it myself, or I did most of it myself. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I have nothing against it. I'm all about it. But at the same time, all you do is you hold some sort of not resentment, but you're like, hey, like when you see a bike that's really nice, that person's mentality who did everything themselves is gonna look at the bike and be like, yeah, but he didn't do that and he didn't do that. But in reality, it's not a competition. It never was. I thought we got into this to share ideas and get out and make friends, but there are people that, that the pride steps in and they're like, you know what, I did it all myself, and stuff's falling apart. But in reality, if they got a lending hand, are they just afraid to say that they got help? And so they'd rather get stuck on the side of the road saying, I did it myself.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of the guys that they look up to, that have these old choppers that ride them and do the desert rides and the mini movies and filmed on 35 mil.
Yes.
Why do they never film the chase truck? Why don't they ever film the group that's following behind and the whole camera crew?
Do you know how many people truck their shit? Look, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it, but why don't they show it?
But there's a lot of people that trucked in their bikes at, and I remember I asked you, I was like, are you going to this? And then you're like, this is a little too hipster for me. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I was like, it doesn't really feel right, because it ends up being like a mobile museum. Yeah. All they do is pull up and bring these old relic bikes, and it looks cool. But that's great. But they got museums for that, brother. I'm trying to see bikes in motion, whether you went far or not. Even if they trailered it, the people that I met that have trailered their bike, they're usually shiny and pretty and proud to tell you. But the ones that are leaking gas and looking like the road dogs and stuff, some of them ride. I'll give them that, and that's cool. But why is there not any community to it? They're just hoping,
here's the thing. It's very interesting.
Okay.
Look, and I don't want to sound like a pretentious.
No. I'm
pretentious.
Bro, we're drinking root beer.
But when there still is some form of community, you know, because what's the point? Like, if there,
I mean, it turns out culty sometimes, but
yeah,
right now,
I mean, without, I think, I don't know. There's like, you know, you go to a chopper show, like, there's still people there because there's some form of a community.
You're right.
I don't know.
No,
Maybe I didn't get too deep into it, and maybe I'm seeing it from a perspective that maybe I'm still on that outsider thing. You know?
No, brother. I'm telling you right now, the event that I went to that you threw, which I was so ecstatic to be a part of and even witness. I want to do more stuff like that with you because what I noticed was I'm not gonna name them, but there were so many people in that vast crowd that I saw that used to look a certain way, they used to talk a certain way, they used to be my people, we used to be cute and fun and get boba. They don't do that anymore, but they look like every other wall stander that I would notice at all these chopper events. Now I see them there wall standing at this event, but they look so inside, right? But they were the most outside, and they've been doing this longer than you.
Right.
But you were hosting that and shaking hands and hugging people because you wanted to build that community. So you went out of your way to build a community for people to show up to and share this space. There's people that have been doing this a lot longer than you that just wanted to show their bike, park it, and cross their arms. There's people out there. They could have built their own community and shook hands with you. Why don't they know you? Why didn't they take the extra step? Why didn't they try to find out who was hosting the event? They were like, this is a place to show my bike along with a lot of other cones and pans and shovels, and they just leave. And their news feed looked great, but at the end of the night when they lay their head down to sleep, how do they feel? I know you felt accomplished. You felt happy. I felt really grateful to know you.
Yeah. I
was just excited, brother.
Thank
the
you,
band, dude. Don't tell me again. Cabaret?
Yep.
I'm a big fan now. So that's how I felt. I was ecstatic about it. Now the wall sitters and the cool guys that no one wants to talk about because we look like haters if we bring it up. I see them there standing around. Yeah. I have nothing bad to say about them. But where's the community in that? Or what do they get out of it?
But also, like, I don't want to play devil's advocate.
No, you're good.
Some people just don't give a too.
Then why do they go?
Because they want to show off their bikes and they want to show, you know, it's just, I feel like them going to the bike show is also them, you know, like, remember how I was saying, like, I don't drink, but I go to the bar because it's the end goal, right? Okay. Maybe they just wanted to go on a ride and park somewhere.
I can see that.
And maybe see their friends. And the thing is just like, also sometimes people, I've made the mistake with kind of trying to dig deep on people that,
yeah, it's very shallow. I mean?
It's just life. Like, it just happens. Like, I feel like the people, there's power in community, yes, but not just with bike stuff. Just you know, change happens in numbers. It sucks, but. And then, I don't know, it was a great event. I was, you know, put that effort into people that I wanted to see. And I saw a lot of people I was surprised to see. I said, man, it meant so much when people would come. You know what I mean? Like, hey, give them a hug. And it was cool. Like, I had such a fun time. And, man, if 2,000 people showed up and I didn't know a single one, no bueno. But I saw, you know, you, Owen. Yeah. I saw Jack. Anthony, you know.
Yeah, lit, bro.
Rip CJ, but he was working.
But that's the thing,
saving lives and whatnot.
Literally, a big lesson. What I want to get across to the people that show up to these things who thought they were just getting a ride out of it and they just stand on the wall. Right. I would hope that this conversation gets them to take initiative to step out and find out who's throwing this event. Oh, it's these people. I'd like to meet them. And then from there, you understand the intention, the story, why, and then you might make new friends.
I mean, also some people in that scene aren't also the most nice. And like, you go talk to them and they'll be, oh yeah, man, catch you around. You know,
and that's where they say, hurt people.
Yeah.
So imagine a young me doing that to somebody at the swap. Imagine me going to the cycle swap meet, not knowing anything about my bike or choppers, and I go to crack a joke about someone's overpriced thing, and this guy scoffs me and makes some joke about me. And I look at them, I'm like, okay, and I continue. Well, that was like 2018. So what? Now it's 2025? And I find out these guys are getting deals with companies and they're doing movie premieres and stuff. And those are the guys that treated me like ish. To where now I'm thinking, why do people keep stroking these guys? Because that's all we're taught to do. Because there's a quote, I think it was, I don't want to butcher it, but it's find out who you can't criticize and that will tell you about who controls you.
True that.
And that's what I caught in a small, this is Justin Choppers, bro.
Yeah.
Let's stop there.
Yeah. But also, you do understand, when you're nice to someone, you already, to this, if this guy's nice, this guy's a little, if this guy's nice and wants to be this friend, right, then this guy's gonna be like, all right, I already got the nice guy's like validation, I already got his approval. Yet when this guy's mean, and then here comes, like, let's be friends, this guy, this is a dick, you fucking think you're a cool guy, whatever, then this guy is gonna keep trying, right? He already got the nice guy's validation, so subconsciously he's not gonna put as much effort into it as he could get here, you know, because you're gonna be chasing. Does that make sense? Like, I've caught myself, I'm like, you know, we were talking, like, I'm going through it with this guy, and I'm like, hey man, like, you know, we putting in all this effort, and then, you know, this is in the past, but putting in all this effort with this person, and then it doesn't work out because it's like, so now I'm kind of neglecting the people that care about me and whatnot to chase this person and be like, hey, come back, bro, like, let's be buddies, you know, when in reality, it's not worth it.
It isn't.
It was a little poor character of me, like, you know, you live and you learn, and it happens. But.
Exactly. So, in that sense, a lot of people chase after these kinds of people that we see on our news feeds and ads and YouTube, like, and there's nothing coming back from that. So when they come home and start to build their bike and start building their platform and having fun with it, that's when they only know how to complete the cycle. They keep the cycle going to where that's the thing. I got cool guyed a lot. That didn't make me think I'm gonna go do that to other people. I'm thinking I don't want to feel like that. But that's the thing. It took for me to understand if I'm met with a negative frequency, I don't bounce back with negative.
I saw Gorilla Biscuits, and I went on a whim. Carlo called me up and was like, hey dude, you want to come see Gorilla Biscuits? Yeah dude, I'll come, thank you. And gets me in for free. Shout out Carlo. And you know, I grew up on this, so I was like, I don't listen to it anymore, but like I grew up on it, so I was like, yeah, you know, like I feel like a kid again. But then he said something in between songs. He said the most powerful people are the ones that don't get embarrassed.
That's a fact.
Because then nothing is gonna stop you.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, that's so real. Like, so if you don't get embarrassed, right, you go up to this guy to make buddies, and you go, what's up, dude? And this guy's like, oh, f you. And okay, man, hey, later. But then, you know, you keep doing it, you're gonna get shot down a lot of times, but then there's gonna be one dude who's just, and that might be your best friend for the next 50 years. You know what I mean? But if I let the first few people that kept shutting me down stop me, I wouldn't have made that friend.
That's exactly how I got to where I am. I got cool guyed everywhere until I didn't, and I'm like, okay, now we can talk. And then from there, now that, you know, I'm somewhat in this world and I see these things, that's when I question, why are these people congratulated or stroked so much? But people like ourselves who just want community and hang out and ride choppers, like, why are we written off? I don't care. I'm not worried. I'm not looking, like you said, no, we're not looking for validation. It's just a good question. And the answer I'm coming up with is I'm noticing everybody needs a distraction from what actually matters, and that's why they run to certain things. That's why we don't run to these for a distraction or to escape our lives. We live our lives, we get on these things, and then we continue to live our lives. We don't escape anything, to where people treat their hobbies, whether it's sports, basketball, anything you're into. Choppers is just what we're into. But whatever hobby someone's into, they usually dive into that as a distraction, and they don't give that same energy. You, like you said, everything in moderation. Spread it evenly. Spread it even. If you're gonna put love into this, put love into your partner, put love into your family, do that. But when people focus on what's there, if you get 5 likes on a selfie of you, whatever, but you get 300 likes on your chopper, don't start thinking that's where you got to put your freaking effort into.
Do what makes you happy.
Do what makes you happy. And then a lot of people. All right, so Dorian's gonna go run off to the restroom right now, but I'm sorry if that conversation went on a bit long. I'll probably add clips from like the event he's talking about. But yeah, guys, it's important. I know that you guys are probably looking for some crazy cool chopper content, but I picked up my camera. This is how it played out, and yeah, I just want to remind you guys that, like, basically this all is fun, but remember, don't get distracted from what matters. That's all I gotta say.
I heard some guy that, I don't know, saw that buff dude. When I walked into the restroom, he was like, this looks like a piss pump that they use for fire. And I was about to be like, oh, what? I use a piss pump.
Dude, man, hey, am I a dork for wanting to take a photo of these in front of here? Because it looks kind of sick, dude. How else do they know we were burn? You're gonna feel the burn, brother. Yeah, let's see it. Yeah, turn it. There it is. Oh. So you can imagine, as you're riding, it's not a big deal. You kind of just turn into it, but once you slow down, that's the.
Where's your foot? No front brake?
Oh yeah, no front brake.
Okay.
But I have a disc rear, so.
I gotcha.
Oh yeah, you see that? Yeah.
Feel it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's just like, but the thing is, because I've been riding this for so long, I kind of had to get used to it. So, but I will never try to tell anyone, oh yeah, easy, get on and ride. Like, it's not.
No, because I can feel this, and all of a sudden the wheel's gonna just like do that.
Yeah. So you really gotta. Well, pretty much I have to make sure I have square meals and a lot of sleep when I ride this. So yeah.
Don't drink, right?
And well, I don't drink already. So yeah.
No, with a baby.
Yeah, I mean, no, I just never did. I never have. Yeah. So I mean, I guess this was my vice. Like, I would just lean on this all the time, but.
No, it's not. Oh yeah, right there. It's like,
and I don't think about it, but now that I'm hearing it from someone who's been riding a lot longer than me, it's like, oh, I guess it is kind of ridiculous. But to make it,
I just turned it.
But to make it make sense, though, I just never. I have a second bike, if that makes sense. Yeah. But this was my first bike to ride around. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah, mine's not. Yeah, it doesn't lean that.
No, yours is probably a lot more comfy too.
Oh, it's comfy.
Yes.
Yeah. See.
I can imagine sitting back there like your wife. She's a hero.
Oh no, that's how I knew she loved me. Like, is that we spent that much time on
like,
this.
all right, let's have a baby.
Yeah. She's the one. And you know what? I always tell people, like.
And yours is cool too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
More than meets the eye.
So what is it? Where's first?
First is back. First forward.
Okay. No. I'm joking.
Yeah.
All the way back. Oh, so it's all down.
So back and then up.
Okay.
Yeah, no, of course. Move the bike.
Yeah. Like,
No.
Trying to make it out here now. And I was like, ugh.
No, we made it a point. I was like, we're gonna sit out here, so the moment we see someone get to this bike, we'll get out of the way.
Yes,
Yeah. No, not the whole stereotypical cool guy biker, like, make me move it. It's like, get out of here. This ain't Hollywood, brother. Like, just be a good person, right?
And that's what he was doing too, because he's like, well, I'm gonna go forward and back, and like he'll make his way out.
Yeah.
But that was.
You know what's funny to me is that I was actually having a conversation with him. Hollywood painted a picture of bikers so heavily for a long time, when that's really not what it is. I met a lot of club people that are all about family, grandkids, and love and life.
Yes.
But the thing is, oh yeah, I can tell. You guys are happy. How long have you two been together?
Oh, that's a year and a half. It's crazy.
Yeah, not that long.
But the best year and a half, I'm sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it.
Absolutely.
No, and but that's the thing. Love exists at a time and space, so that's why I couldn't tell the difference. I know people that have been together a lot longer. What was that? Oh wow, yeah. I know people that have been together a lot longer, and they don't even have that same connection.
Okay.
But to the point, I mean, first we're gonna let this person cruise through, because that's awesome. Yeah, but about like how Hollywood has painted the image of bikers already for a long time. That's why I think it's funny is that now that we're living in an age of truth where everything's documented and everyone has an Instagram and online, but there are people that continue to carry that like machismo, when it's like that's not what it is. And they want to keep it. So that's why my friends and I make it a point to just do the next right thing.
Yes.
You know, and that's why when we were parked out here.
It's positive. It's like calming. Just all the things. It's like goodness. You know, you put that out there, you get what you get.
And you know what? It's not. That's what I was telling my friend too. Is that like love isn't marketable, which is sad. But because it's not, I reel my friends in with the cool shiny bikes and we ride. But when the conversations come up, we dig to the core, find out what's bothering them, and try to I want them to crank the throttle with peace, not with any remorse.
What year are these? Like 70-somethings, right?
You understand or hear, like everybody's hurting over something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, you connect a certain way, but people, because the way they're conditioned just from our ancestors and all the things, and then it comes up and it's like you as an individual, you're compassionate and empathetic.
Yeah.
And then you go with, like you're saying, like you see that and you change it. You embrace it, like you're saying. Like you listen to people, and it's like we're all hurting. So, what is your hurt? And then you make it a better thing, you know. And then the world is better, but not everybody's there.
You're right, and you know what? Change starts with us, and that's the thing I tell people: a like, a post, a share. That's not going to do anything if you're going to walk out and still be cold shouldering people. And that's why people. I just happen to be into choppers and motorcycles. That's my hobby, but you know, my priorities are my family. And the thing is, that doesn't sell. That doesn't get on big movie posters and stuff like that. Right. But the thing is, I like to wear these bikes and ride them and own them. But when it comes to interaction, I make sure I dig to the core. I'm not going to ask you all just about your bike. Right. I want to know what got you into it, and then ask about what matters to you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's important.
If you have nothing.
And sometimes somebody needs that.
Is that
they don't know they need it, but they need it. The last time we were here, we got a bologna sandwich. I was craving it. Who ordered that? Anybody.
Yeah.
We didn't have it at home, but I was like, it was
Take care, bro.
best bologna sandwich I've ever had. It was so good. And it was perfect. It was perfect. Yeah, I need it. Oh my gosh.
But, you know, that's why it just irks me. Because Hollywood painted the picture.
Yeah.
Hollywood painted the picture in what, remind me again. Easy Riders, 1968. Alright guys, I'm actually on my way home right now to my beautiful little family. I'm sorry, I don't know what you guys are expecting in this video, but me, Lisa and Mike, shout out Lisa and Mike, I had the longest conversation with them. I did not want it to drag on camera, but beautiful talk. Guys, love somebody today. And if you got no one to love, you better love yourself. And if you don't, find out why, fix that, do something. It all starts with you. Change starts with you guys. I know you're not here for a sermon, but I'm just saying, like, oh. But yeah, guys. Woo! I don't know, guys, life is good. And even when it ain't, you're still breathing, keep pushing. Sorry for the long night. I don't know what you guys were expecting, like, you know, as far as what the video was gonna consist of, but guys, I really gotta say I had a beautiful talk with Mike and Lisa there. I didn't want to keep the camera out the whole time while we were talking, but I just want to say shout out Mike and Lisa. Shout out Mike and Lisa if you guys are watching. Yeah, guys, I love y'all. I'll see you guys on the next one.
So cool.
That's Rod's biggest little fan right there.
Yo, that's so cool. Come on.
We've been riding dirt bikes since we were younger and shit, but wanted to ride in the streets.
Yeah. Like okay, so dirt bikes is the start? Cool. Like, it ain't no weirdo event where, like, you know, you gotta act like you're a cowboy or, like, wear the boots, bro. Just that's why when I seen you guys, I'm like, you're my people, bro. Like,
I know, we're the people.
There's not a lot of, like, representation of, like, people that look like us or feel like us when you're talking about custom motorcycles. You already know what they look like. I don't want to say it, right? But that's why I was like, you know what? Even this is a culture built on people and relationships and sharing stories and being family with each other. But then, as us being the culture, who's representing us online as far as custom bikes and choppers? We know the companies, we know the ads, we know the images, we know what they push. It's been the same since Easy Riders came out in the 60s. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to come out. Even those people right there that aren't listening, at least they're having a good time because they're actually going to ride and spend time with real people. So I'm sick of seeing the highlight reels after every event that look cracking and have a lot of likes and it look cool with the music set to the tone. But me and all my homies were there and nothing like that was happening. They only make you want to think that's what the culture is, but as long as they got your dollar, they're stoked. They're gonna keep going to the next event and we're gonna keep buying the tickets. And I'm not saying don't go to them, but I'm hoping that you can find friends and family here that you could go together to these events and enjoy them the way you should, rather than look at things you don't have and wish you could have friends that you don't have in the moment. You guys got them all right here. That's why I do this. I don't have anything except for y'all. That's all we have at the end of the day. You could steal my bike. You could even kill me. You could take me to jail, but you can't take the interactions that I have with each and every one of you, and you guys need to feel the same way. So that's all I gotta say. Enjoy the ride and just, that's it, bro.
Have some beers!
And have some beers. chew. Everything you want to chew. Look at all the different colors of the bikes and the people. Look at that.
Look at her all dripped out with the Harley swag. Yeah, I see you.
Did you help mom set up, or were you just making a mess on your shirt? Oh. Bro, again, bring it in, bro. Thank you so much, dog.
That's the homies from Valley Stunt Crew. They're all the way from the Valley.
Oh, damn, Valley Stunt Crew representing. All right, all right. Hell yeah. Last but definitely not least, they want to know what's in the bag.
Buzz balls are for the made it.
What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
Oh, just some chips. Damn, the suspense. That's crazy. Some chips. Howdy.